Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Mihi nomen est dylandrego, and you are listening to the Latin Prayer Podcast, where it is my aim to help you strengthen and enrich your prayer life using the universal language of the Church, Latin. No, you do not need to know Latin in order to listen to this podcast, nor is it a prerequisite that you attend the Tridentine Mass. We will be going back in time and praying prayers that we all know and love in their Latin forms. Even though this is the 5th podcast, it is the introduction, so I should tell you a bit about myself. I am a practicing Roman Catholic, husband and father, brother and friend, who holds on tightly to the bark of St. Peter. It is my desire for you to become a saint. I ask myself every day if it's possible to be a practicing Roman Catholic, raise a family, and build a large, lucrative business for the greater glory of God. I believe so. I should also apologize for my very white-sounding voice. I am recovering from an illness, and I hope to be back to my usual self soon. I started this podcast in 2017 because I have a goal to say a daily rosary in Latin. But due to the demands of my work and my state in life, often I would not get around to praying until late at night, which left problems, some of which I'm sure you have struggled with yourself. Falling asleep, losing my place on the beats, etc. Having no luck finding a rosary podcast that I liked, either the music was too ethereal, they were too slow or too fast, and almost none of them were in Latin, I just decided to make a podcast myself, for myself. I am in no way a podcasting expert, nor am I fluent in Latin. In fact, I am just a beginner, so I do apologize for any audio deficiencies and pronunciation errors. Feel free to email me with any tips and or corrections, and I will do my best to fix anything that isn't up to par. After discovering that there were actually others listening to this podcast, I decided to expand it from just the 4 sets of mysteries to as many other Latin prayers that I could find, and I couldn't be more excited for the undertaking. I hope this podcast will lead you also to study the rich traditions of the faith and will inspire you to come to know and love our blessed Lord and His Mother, Mary, and increase your devotions to them and to the saints. If you do like this podcast, please consider leaving a review, as it will help others find it on iTunes. Know also that if you are listening, that I am praying for you. Please pray for me and my family also. God love you. Valete.